We just live in it all the time, but it's actually a miracle that we're all here right now. I'm gonna say that because Amir, I'm gonna talk about you again. It's okay. Zamir helps me every night to remember that this is a miracle because he was in a motorcycle accident less than a year ago. They told him he needed a year recovery before he could do much. He didn't know if he's going to be able to hold a guitar or have to sit in a chair, which he was willing to do. And he's standing up, doing some And you know, sometimes it takes things like that for us to realize that this is a gift. And that the people around us that we love are a gift. And another day with them is a gift. It doesn't always feel like that, you know? And then when I wrote the lyrics to this next song, I wrote it in a place where life did not feel like a gift. It felt like a curse. And I felt like a burden. I felt like a mistake. I didn't feel like, it felt like I was something that my life was not, it was like a burden, you know? And on this day when I was 16 years old, I had made a plan to take my life, and I had an encounter with this God that I didn't believe in on this same day. And it was terrifying because I didn't believe in God, first of all, and I'm standing in front of this God, and when you just know, like they say, meet your maker. It's like, I just knew, and I knew a bunch of things all at once, because the first thing I understood was that I was filled with hatred, and God is perfect love, and it was terrifying to be full of hatred in front of perfect love, because you just want to hide it. And we see like a glimpse of this when somebody does something really nice for us and we know we don't deserve it. It's like, there's like a tiny little drop of something that's similar, but it's like, God is perfect love, and I was full of hatred, and I just wanted to hide. But God is light, and there's nowhere to hide. And I had blamed everyone else. I had spent so much time finding everyone else's faults, looking around at everyone else and pointing at them. So many of my conversations, because my whole life was with me. They say it flashes before your eyes, but it wasn't like a sequence. It was like, it's there. Everything I spent my time on, so much time finding what was wrong in everyone else, pointing at them, conversations about, well, that messed up thing and this messed up thing. But in that moment, I realized I was responsible for all my hatred. I was responsible, and I had wasted my life on hatred. And I was grieving in that moment. And I didn't realize that it is a gift, the life that I was given. And I remember coming out of that, not really understanding why I was still here, because I know people, and people I love have made the same plan and not made it out. And I don't know why I did it, except to maybe tell you something I learned. And the first thing is that God is an artist. And this is not an accident or a mistake. You are not a mistake or a You were intentionally made and given breath and given a heartbeat and given this life. You are intentionally created as a work of God's art to say something about who He is that's beautiful. That only you can say the way you can say it. No one else has your DNA, ever will, ever have. You alone are uniquely created, beautifully, by a God of love with this gift of life. And it doesn't feel like that all the time, because we have this thing that's very divine, and it's freedom. And freedom, it enables you to understand love. And you can use this freedom to look like hell on earth. Or you can use this freedom to let it lift you to this crazy divine kind of place that this world, I thought I knew what love was before it isn't. God's love is nothing like this world's love. It's nothing like romance or the earth or any of that stuff. It's all shadows of what is really like what we're craving. And it's that thing thing, and I remember going, why am I still here? How did I make it through that? And I remember going to school the next day and looking at all these people I had hated the day before, and I just felt this drop that I could handle of his love. Like, wow, like, y'all are like his art. And I was fascinated. I was fascinated by people, one day from the next. And again, I'm just so thankful to be with you. It is a gift to be here. It is a gift to be with you. I'm so thankful to be with you guys. Thank you.